Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be using the BH Cosmetics BFF collab with Alondra and Elsy. Not sure how to pronounce her name. I have not showcased BH Cosmetics, I don't think, on my channel yet. It's been a while since I've used BH Cosmetics, so this should be interesting. I think the last time I used BH Cosmetics was when they came out with their first collaboration with Carly Bybel, and that was a long time ago. This is what the palette looks like. It's such a pretty palette. It has a lot of, like, you know, neutral, natural tones, but then also has pops of colors as well, which is right up my alley. On my eyes, I have the ABH eye primer. First, I'm going to go into this color called 24. With this color, I'm going to be blending it out with a Morphe M514 brush. I'm gonna start right in the crease, and I figured this would be a nice color to add because it's a nice orangey yellow color, so it's gonna sit nicely in the background of the browns that I'm gonna use to kind of make it a little bit more warm and add another pop of color as well to really utilize more shades instead of doing like a more neutral shade like latte in this palette. It's a little bit more neutral. So I'm just gonna add this in the crease and start blending this out. And I'm just gonna blend it up into my brows softly. This is such a beautiful color. It's really pigmented, and it's blending out really nicely. So far so good. Next, I'm gonna grab this color called Peach. I'm gonna use this color on a Morphe M513 brush, which is just a little bit bigger than the M514 brush. And I'm gonna put this right on the edge of 24, which is the color that I used just before this. And I'm gonna put it on the edge and start blending this out just to kind of blend out 24 a little bit more so that we get a smooth transition. And then I'll go back in with 24 again because it did get a little lost, and I'll even blend it out a little further because now we have that safe transition color to really help me not like make it look overly done. And then what I'll also do is maybe put a little bit of peach in front here too. Next, I'm going to take this color called Alondra and Elsy. I'm going to take this color using the same Morphe M514 brush that I used earlier for the color 24, and I'm going to deepen up the crease with this color next. So I'm just going to start it off on my lid near my lash line just because I don't want it to get too overwhelming and dark. But I'm going to take this and build it up to the crease and then start slowly blending this out in the crease. And the more I add, the more it's kind of building up, so it is definitely deepening the more I add, which is nice because the worst thing for me is sheer eyeshadows. I hate sheer eyeshadows. I really love pigmented eyeshadows, so I love that this is able to build because for a second it looked like it was kind of sheer. Next, I'm going to deepen up this look even more. Color OOTD, outfit of the day, and I'm gonna use the same brush and I'm gonna add this to my lid. Adding this to the lid first, and it does seem to be getting a little darker, and I basically just blended this in the crease. So I'm gonna take this color called Malibu. This is such a pretty like pastel Easter green, or not green, blue, and I'm actually going to be using this BH Cosmetics number 12 brush. I've had this for so long. It's my favorite brush to kind of pack on the shadow. I actually kind of checked on their website to see if they still had it, and they don't, unfortunately, which it's been years. Like I said, last time I used their stuff was back when they launched with Carly Bybel the first time, so it's been years. This is like my favorite brush, but I'm going to be using this to apply Malibu like in the front of my eye here, and I'm going to kind of bring this height up because I want it to be seen when I look straight ahead, so I definitely want it higher than my crease and kind of like a blended out cut crease. Okay, so it doesn't look bad. I definitely feel like I could have put the Anastasia eyeshadow base down just to kind of get it to really pop. So to do that, I'm going to use this Real Techniques domed shadow brush to add on some of that base. But I'm just gonna kind of put this on top just to get a nice clean canvas so that I can put this blue eyeshadow on. Just gonna try to blend out the edges as well. I don't want this to be a defined cut crease at all. Definitely want it to be like more airbrushed, blended cut crease, so I'm definitely gonna make sure that it doesn't look like defined but still like nicely placed. And finally, going back in with Malibu, I'm going to make sure that I'm not creasing, and then I'm going to put this on top of the base, and I'm just gonna leave a little bit of space because I'm gonna put that darker blue color there. Next, I'm gonna take this color Bougie. It's like a nice blue dark shimmer. I'm gonna take this on a Real Techniques shading brush, and I'm gonna put this on the other side in that kind of gap where I had some of the base left over. So I'm just gonna kind of tap it here and work it upward as well, and then also just try to blend this out as best as I can. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of that OOTD dark brown, and I'm gonna take this on my brush and just kind of work it into the shimmer on the edges. And then I'm also gonna take that Malibu color and just make sure that that blends with this as well. Next, I'm going to be using this Cosmetics liquid liner. It's called the Illustrative Eyeliner in Black. I'm just going to create a nice line. And then I'll take that color OOTD and blend that into the liner so that it doesn't look noticeable. Okay, now I'm going to finish off my base before I do my bottom eyeshadow and complete the look. I'm going to be going in with the Biossance Squalane plus Vitamin C Rose Oil just to kind of hydrate my face a little bit more. And like I said, guys, I don't really use primers like that. I usually just kind of use, you know, decent skincare products, and that usually is what works for me. And I'm going to be trying something new today. I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty #Faux Filter Luminous Matte Full Coverage Liquid Foundation. I have the color Toffee here that they sent me. I have used Huda's stick foundation. I tried it, guys, and I liked the finish of it, but I'm such a full coverage person that this just was not building up to my standards. I feel like this is kind of like a, you know, buildable like medium coverage, which is what it says. It says that it's a buildable coverage, so it did what it said it was going to do. But for me, I just wanted something full coverage, so I'm really interested to try the liquid instead because I thought maybe I'll like this stick one because I have tried the MAC Cosmetics Studio Fix stick foundation and I loved it. So I wanted to try another one and I didn't end up liking it because it wasn't as full as I wanted it to be. But that's what it's meant for. It wasn't meant to be, you know, maybe as full as this one. So let's see how this goes. I'm not sure if I'll like this. I feel like this color too doesn't look bad, so I'm kind of excited to see if it'll match me. It's not like a terrible match. I definitely would have liked it to look a little bit more like maybe more olive because it does look a little more orangey to me, but it's not like a terrible match. I can definitely work with this. I'm using the, what is this? The Morphe M446 brush. And so far, to me this looks like a medium coverage that I just put on my face, so I'm gonna add some more on my chin here. This is where I have a lot of my breakouts and like dark pigmentation. Okay guys, so this coverage, I don't mind it. It's not like a bad coverage. I feel like it did pretty well. I don't want to add too much more, but I would say that I still like the NARS soft matte coverage more. Also, this color, like it's really orangey. I just feel like I can notice the oranginess versus my neck, and I just feel like if it was a little bit more neutral or even just more olivey and less orangey, it would be better. Hopefully with my concealer it will balance everything out. Okay guys, I'm back. I did pretty much the rest of my face. I know you guys wanted to see me do my base. Most of the products you have seen me use before already, but I at least wanted to show the foundation because I have not tried this on my channel before. But also my SIM card is running out of space because I have not been editing like I'm supposed to, so that's why I also need to speed things up, because if I use too much space I can't at least show you the finished eye look. So I'm just gonna do that, okay? But hopefully next time I'll edit things like I'm supposed to. But anyways, I'm gonna go in with this color 24 for the bottom. of my eyes. And of course, guys, everything that I did use on my face will be in the description box for you to check out as well. I'm going to use a new Morphe N514 brush to apply this color underneath here. I'm going to put it throughout the whole bottom of my eye. And then I'm going to take Alo and Elsy, and I'm going to put this throughout the bottom of my eye as well. And last but not least, I'm going to use this color called OOTD. And I'm going to put this color throughout the bottom of my eye as well. Next, I'm going to take this color called Bon Appetit. I'm going to take this color on my Morphe N507 brush, and I'm going to use this as the inner corner highlight. I was going to put a shimmer, but I just felt like I wanted that shimmer to kind of like be the star of the show, so I kind of didn't want to add another shimmer. But I still wanted to brighten the front of the eye here, so I figured this would be a nice little shade. And that's not really going well because my eye is like acting weird right here. So on top of that, I'm going to put this color called Blessed. It's basically like a light highlight, so it shouldn't take away from what's underneath it, but hopefully it'll help me hide what I'm trying to hide. Next, I'm going to use this ColourPop cream gel liner in the color Extra Frosting just to highlight the bottom here. I was going to use a blue, but I don't have like a really, like I have a light blue, but it's not as light as that, so I'm just going to use this like cream color. Okay guys, this is the finished look. I really love how it came out. I love this pop of blue. I knew I had to use it when I looked at the palette, but I love it also with the warmer tones. Everything blended out flawlessly. I didn't have any problems with this palette. I feel like I should definitely try other palettes by then because, like I said, it's been a long time. And as far as like the Huda foundation, it is supposed to be full coverage, and I feel like it did cover up really well, but if I were to compare it with the NARS Soft Matte, I just know that I'm just gonna like the NARS Soft Matte. This is my favorite full coverage foundation right now. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!